give me 1 second, guys, just while I just share something around. It's just going to be the bounce. I'm just wondering if I can. No, that's not later, that's fun. Not an issue. It's all good. It's all good. I do apologise for that, guys. Welcome to tonight's VW Cup. Yes, that is right. It is Friday night. And hello, and good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're watching the stream, guys. Welcome to the VW Supercars. This is round number 5 of the championship at Kyoto in Japan for what should be a thrilling night of racing. If it is anything like Red Bull Ring last week, then we're in for a treat. How are we doing? It is finally Friday, and yes, it is the one and only Hoppers in the commentary box as per usual. And it is great to be back. It is great to be back after what seems like a long week for me, but we are looking forward to seeing what the VW Supercars, brought to you by Chell Lawman Motorsport, but obviously Eldar Sim run the league. But it is going to be a fantastic night of racing. Personally, I think this tight and technical circuit in Japan, not too sure whereabouts in Japan, no, but it is going to be thereabouts. We're just looking at Oscar Stevenson as he goes off wide there towards the latter half of the sector, the last sector before the start finish line there, but he goes into pit lane. But yes, it is going to be a very good night of racing. Good evening, Raoul, how's it going? Thank you for tuning in. I believe you're not racing, mate. You know, it's a bit of a disappointment if you're not racing, but hopefully we'll see you back on track, mate. You know, but it's going to be a very close battle. I think the likes of Panos is trying to extend his championship advantage going into tonight's races. We do have the second half of the season kick-starting as of tonight. It is going to be very close. I've been around here just for a quick lap or two. I'll tell you what, I could not drive around here for the life depending on it, but I'll tell you this, it's going to be very close to see exactly who's going to be around then. So we've got obviously the likes of Nick, Jamie's currently fastest in free practice, and this is just only practicing, ready for the 10-minute qualifying session at 8:15 UK time, and then 3 8-lap races tonight. It is going to be very close. You know, if you followed the series or if you are new to the series, we do have the racing mediums, racing super softs, or the racing softs. They are the 3 tyre compounds you have to use, unless it's raining, of course. But to use the 3 tyre compounds, you have to use either the mediums in race 1, or the softs, or the super softs in race 1, but one of the 3 compounds have to be used in one of the 3 races. So you can't just go ideally pit and change to the racing mediums. That is not allowed. So you have to choose the compound you want to race with. Ideally the super softs have been thereabouts. I think they wear less than the softs, or maybe the mediums, for some bizarre reason. Not too sure exactly what that is, but it is going to be very close to see exactly what's going on then. So, you know, like I say, Jamie Hillman currently top of the tree for practice with a 140.586 at the moment. Got his maiden win in Eldar Sim, I think, from what he was saying last week at the Red Bull Ring in race number 2. Race number 2's battle at the Red Bull Ring was absolutely crazy. It was indeed one of the most hectic battles we've seen. I think here tonight we'll probably see the same. Okay, mate, no problem, that's fine. you left the league because of schoolwork. That's all right, I did see, mate. I kind of forgot, so I do apologise. But that's fair enough, mate. Hopefully you're back on the grid at some point, mate. I'd like to see you back. You're a likeable racer, don't get me wrong, you know. But fair enough. But as I say, Jamie Hillman got his maiden win in the VW Scirocco's. Seemed to be a lot of argy-bargy at the Red Bull Ring. It seemed to be race 1 was like kind of insane, race 2 kind of had fireworks galore. I think the guys were, you saw on, if you've seen last week at Red Bull Ring, it was an absolute dogfight between most of the pack last week, and I'll tell you what, it was absolutely crazy to see who was getting onto the podium. But you know, it's going to be one of them. But you know, I think tonight's going to be quite close again, I think. But we've got the likes of Chris Rigby, Team Hard liveried. So Jamie's in the Pertec livery, but Chris Rigby's in the Team Hard. It's going to be very interesting, I must admit, mate. It's going to be pretty much, it's going to be thereabouts. I think we're going to have some quite interesting dices going into certain corners, especially to start the lap, because it is a long flowing left-hand hairpin, which is going to be pretty much pushing on, and then obviously going over the rise down the hill towards the tight and twisty sort of chicane here, where Chris Rigby's just entered with Neil Smell behind. But you know, that's going to be very close, and especially going up the rise and then swooping round. So you know, it's a very fast flowing circuit here, but you're going to see cars probably in certain places like here, maybe the first corner, maybe the last turn. I think the last turn's going to be a bit technical, because it is literally a hairpin to the right, but anything could happen. You know, you've got quite a few sweeping chicanes in here, and as much as it feels like a lot of things, you know, it's going to be thereabouts, but the swooping right hairpin to go back onto the start finish line, that is also going to be, there's probably going to be a lot of cars going side by side in during that, so we'll see exactly how that's going to pan out. But at the moment you've got Neil Smale then currently pushing on. He's currently 3rd in testing, which he's now 4th, because I think Dean Atkinson's just pipped him to 3rd. But you know, it's going to be thereabouts. Dean Atkinson's in the Foster's livery, but Neil Smale had a bit of a disappointment at Red Bull Ring. I think he was really struggling to be with adaptations for the for his Scottish racing team Scirocco. I think he was, you know, just caught up in a bit of argy-bargy, should we say. But you know, Ishmael Nemrigan, the likeable Moroccan / Dutchman, pushing on in the McLaren-inspired livery, trying to get thereabouts. He's there to try and see exactly what he's going to do tonight. He is currently on a mission to try and get another couple of wins. He was thereabout, but he was in the thick of the tail end of the field last time out at Red Bull. He was trying to push on, and don't think he was really trigger happy with what was going on. I think he was literally trying to push up to the sharp end, and every time he pushed to the sharp end, it kept pushing him and pulling him, you know, further and further into the deep end, and it was kind of like not the best place to be. But we'll see how well he does tonight in the number 7 VW Scirocco. Then you've got Nick Sargent, the founder of Elderson Racing. Obviously, you know, he is in the Umbongo Juice machine. He is looking forward to seeing what he can do. He's been on the podium thereabouts now as Nick. He had quite a good run at Red Bull Ring. It seemed to be an absolute crazy race for him, but it kind of worked to his advantage. He got thereabouts, and I think, you know, it's quite interesting to see exactly what's going to happen. Then you've got Oscar Stevenson, who's just gone out of pit lane, just thereabouts, but we'll see exactly how well he's going to do. But he was another one that was kind of at the back end at Red Bull. I think he tried to, you know, like I say, he tried to push on, and it tried to literally drag him under the sand, and it was kind of like not the best way to be, but nevertheless it is thereabouts. But we'll see exactly what's going to happen tonight. Then we've got obviously no Flex returning this week, absent from last week at Red Bull. So the Red Bull sponsored car did not race at its home event, so he's back tonight for another crack of hopefully getting up to the sharp end and going to see what he can do. I think Finley Osler has just made it out pit lane. Yes, he has. I think they've had, him and his dad Andrew have had slight issues with their VW Scirocco's. I think they're a bit down on power at the moment, but Finley got thereabouts. He was actually in a bit of bother within bit of issues with other cars. He's had a bit of a stern word with the stewards, I think, or the stewards have had a bit of stern word with him throughout what happened at Red Bull, but nevertheless he is back this evening to fight another day, but we'll see how well he does. Then we've got his dad Andrew currently on another outlap. You can tell the cars are apart because obviously with the colour, and I'll tell you what, it is going to be very much interesting to see what is going to happen. I think according to Andrew, they've got a few tinterweb problems, which isn't a good thing, but we'll see exactly what can happen. But Ralph's cheering on his mate Finley, which is good to see. It's good to see that people are cheering on drivers as well. You know, it's really nice atmosphere here. But a few people notably missing tonight, though. We do have just seeing exactly, I think Fred is missing, so he is one. I believe Nigel is also missing, so there's quite a few people missing tonight, which is a bit unfortunate really, but there's nothing which we can do really. Obviously, you know, real life comes first in the world of online racing, but we shall see what exactly is going to happen. But hopefully we get thereabouts. We'll try and hopefully give you guys an amazing stream. I'm personally looking forward to tonight. I have been all day. I always look forward to Friday nights when I commentate, and you know, it's going to be very amazing. I'm just going to see just a quick teaser of something. I think they've just to briefly mention, they've launched the McLaren Formula 1 car just a couple of minutes ago, and I must say that does look very nice, just to put that out there. But tonight, these VW Scirocco's front wheel drive cars, they're not the easiest to get off the line, but it looks very interesting indeed to see what the Scirocco's are going to do. But as I say, they're not the easiest cars to get off the line. They can literally get that front wheel drive power. It's quite a lot of wheel spin. Believe it or not, I believe Dale is but I believe Dale is also missing tonight, which is a bit unfortunate because Dale was doing very well at Red Bull Ring. Try to think where we were there, but as I say, tonight is the halfway stage of the season. It is going to be very close to see exactly what's going to happen. But just looking at the points then. Just as we jump into tonight's 5th round of the championship. So then, Panos Forganis then leads the way then. He's actually now up onto 195 because he's getting the fastest lap, and he's also he's potentially had now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 race wins. 6 race wins. He's had a couple of fastest laps, so he's about 3 fastest laps. No, he's not. Do apologise. He's had all 6 fastest laps, and 1 was for leading the race as well. So he's near enough got maximum points in every single round, which is really crazy. His nearest title challenger though is none other than Dean Atkinson. This is quite really how the nitty gritty of the Eldar Sim VW Scirocco's go. So Panos is currently on 195, and I don't know whether we're doing drop scores, but that is very interesting. That is a very massive gap. It's a 42-point gap, so you might as well clinch the title within a couple of races. But you know, he's thereabouts. Dean Atkinson then, after a win at Fuji and potentially a couple of podiums and a couple of, so yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Okay, so championship leader, this is breaking news. Championship leader Panos is not making it this evening, which is a bit unfortunate really for him, but hey ho, never mind. He's just got in from work and he's feeling very tired. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen. I believe Brian Moncani's just jumping in for a one-off race tonight. Evening, Nick. How's it going? Sorry, I've got really sidetracked. I was trying to. Yeah, so so Brian Moncani is a guest driver, so there's going to be no points. Just let me get that out there. So Brian Moncani is not eligible for points, even though he's doing a guest run tonight. But that, you know, that's fair enough. It's obviously to help out with the numbers that we do have. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to have to check the points again, just because I got confused. People were commenting to me, and I was getting information feeded to me. But it's not a problem. But in third place then is none other than Jamie Hillman, after a race win at Red Bull Ring in race 2. It's propelled him up into third place of the championship with 144. So this is quite interesting. If you have a bad result, you could literally, technically, like Ishmael has had. Mind you, Ishmael has only had the 2 race wins, but you know, the more points you score, the further up you get the table, which to me has been, the season's been fantastic so far. Then you got Nate Fletch, unfortunately missing last week, which blatantly explains why he's down in 5th place, but nevertheless he's there, he's in 5th place. Then you got Andrew Ostler in, of course, 6th place, Chris Rigby in 7th, Finley Ostler in 8th. Nick is actually 9th in the table, which, fair play to Nick, he's not been too bad. He's actually had, just looking at the points, he's actually been, I did say he'd been on the podium twice. Maybe that was just my maybe that was just my eyes, or maybe my trick up my sleeve to try and say he's been on the podium. But he's actually been on the podium once this season at Autopolis in race number 1, and so yeah, he's been thereabouts. He's been actually close to being on the podium a few times then. Fred Coleman, unfortunately, who's missing tonight, is 10th in the table, with Oscar Stevenson, Dale, and Cosney Osmel. I believe Thomas Chivalier, I believe he will be hopefully back tonight. He made his return to Eldar Sim Racing at Red Bull Ring, but he has only been thereabouts. But he got 2nd place at Red Bull Ring in the second race by the looks of it. Then you got Roll Smith. Unfortunately, Roll Smith's schoolwork's got in the way with him. Then you got Hugo, which don't know whether he's making it tonight. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. I think he's not. And then obviously Andreas Cardenas is no longer going to be returning after a few issues at Goodwood, but nevertheless Brian Moncani is being a guest driver for tonight, but we shall see exactly what's going to happen. Breaking news though, however, is that the Aston Martin League for tonight, due to personal commitments within certain of the races, their league has been postponed for tonight, so there is no Aston Martins for you guys to unfortunately watch, but they are going to be back hopefully next week. But it's understandable, you know, look, real life comes first within the Chell Lawman Motorsport ESR groups. Both Chell Lawman sponsors both the Scirocco and Aston Martins on a Friday, so thank you for your continued sponsorship. After tonight then, at Kyoto, we go to Interlagos, so we head from Japan all the way to Brazil, so that's going to be very interesting. Then we have down to the final 2 rounds of the season, with the last 6 races of the season after Interlagos. So this time next week when we're in Brazil, we will be at Lago Maggiore West on the reverse circuit. That is going to be a nail-biting circuit. That is going to be close as you like racing there, as well as rounding up this season at Dragon Trail Seaside, which Dragon Trail Seaside is one of my favourite circuits, I must admit. But we'll see exactly what's going to happen. I think we've got a few Jamie Hillman fan clubs, Jamie Hillman fan club members in here tonight. Good evening, Matty. How's it going? Thank you for tuning in, mate. Good to see you back. But yes, it's going to be quite close tonight. I think we're going to see exactly what's going to happen. We are getting ready for qualifying then. So qualifying is a moment or two. We'll just I think the majority are actually picking mediums for race number 1, which to me could be very interesting. I think there's only a few on the softs, there's not many on the racing super softs. I think they're going to save that. I think Finley's going to be thereabouts. I think he's going to be the only one on the super softs for the time being. Evening, Darren. I hope so, mate. I hope it goes well. Yeah, it is a shame, mate. It is. But it can't, as you say, it can't be helped, mate. It's one of them, and we just have to persevere, mate. You know. But hopefully next week you are back racing. But we are getting ready then for qualifying. We will see exactly what's going to happen. Hopefully we have no camera glitches this time, because it was very frustrating last week. But we will see exactly what's going to happen. But just seeing how many people are going out of pit lane. I think Brian Moncani is going to be as the guest driver in the guest livery, so that's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen. I think the cameras are working correctly now, so they're just on their outlaps of qualifying. You may see a few people just going back into pit lane to have a bit of changing tyres. I like how you're a bit biased there, Darren, saying that go Nave go, and then obviously, you know, you changed your mind, you're cheering everyone. Fair enough, mate, fair enough, I'll let you off for that. But yes, it's going to be very great. I can't wait to see what's going to happen tonight with the racing. I think tonight though, just to put that out there, I think there's going to be quite a lot of cars trying to go side by side with each other. The toes are going to be thereabouts. I don't mean the toes on the feet, I mean the toes of like trying to get the air flow over the car to try and get a clean lap in. It's going to be very close to see exactly what happens. I believe I've seen who's at the back. I think that is Neil Smale. Yes, it is. So we'll see what Neil can do. He's obviously trying to push on for some victory. He's got Brian Moncani there just as a guest driver for this evening. I wonder how he's going to feel to be adapted from that Aston Martin to the Scirocco for a one-off. He's got Nick ahead of him at the moment, but as I say, the guys will be probably peeling, some will peel into pit lane, but that is just exactly how it runs. But looking exactly what's going to happen. Yeah, exactly, mate. It's all about the tyres around here. It's never easy. I went out for a few laps before I went on air, and oh, I hated it. You know, I couldn't get a rhythm. That's because I've not raced for a while, but we'll see exactly what's going to happen. There's a few cars that will be preferably on an extra out lap because of changing tyres. So, you know, it's going to be very interesting to see exactly what happens. Now Fletch goes wide. I think the majority that are on the mediums have decided, right, we're going to go for that and put the super softs on. So I think the super softs are the tyres though at the moment. So 7 minutes and 22 seconds remaining. We shall see exactly what is going to happen. But it's going to be very close. We'll see who's going to get pole position round here, because it is not easy. But I believe Finley's going to be the one then that will set the benchmark. And obviously, if you just joined, excuse me, breaking news that championship leader Panos will not be making it tonight. But it's going to be very close to see exactly if he's going to have, you know, he's obviously missing tonight, but it's going to be very interesting to see what his title nemesis is, such as Dean Atkinson and of course Jamie Hillman are going to do. But at the moment we've got Ishmael there trying to push on. We'll see what the benchmark is going to be. Finley runs a bit wide out of the final turn, kind of snakes it out of there, but he's got away with it there. He's about to do a 141.1 there at the moment, with Ishmael Nemri trying to push on. He's gone 140.9 at the moment, so he wants to try and push even further ahead, trying to get thereabouts. He goes off though, put the commentator's curse on him straight away. Nick goes third fastest with 142.431. So we'll see what he does. Oscar is there with a 146.6 at the moment. Chris Rigby 144.502. It's a bit of a slow time there, but nevertheless he'll be okay. Jamie is there with a 157.121. Dean Atkinson though with a 208.2. Roman Carney with a 205.076 at the moment. So that's quite interesting for the guest driver to see what he's going to do. I think certain tyres are going to be quite thereabouts. Neil Smale is 144.8 at the moment, so that puts him fourth fastest at the moment. Try to see where he was in the timing, but he's up to fourth. That's a good lap. Maybe getting to swing round here at Kyoto. It's not the easiest track. Couple of flashes of brakes. I think he's just trying to tap the brakes to slow the car down. 5 minutes remaining in this all-important qualifying session for the first race here at Kyoto. Then it's going to be very close, but Ismail Nemri, the likeable Moroccan slash Dutchman, provisional pole position at the moment then, but could be a very interesting turnaround for him. Gets the power down, but I think he's thereabouts. I think he's going to go and abandon that lap this time round, but we'll see exactly what's going to happen. Nick's trying to push on. Is Nick going to get top of the tree and get pole position? He goes. He's still fourth at the moment because Oscar, however, 140.6 at the moment, so that's a very good lap time. But then Jamie Hillman pips him by quite 0.3 tenths of a second with a 140.289. That is very close to see what happens. Dean Atkinson 140.606. So the Foster's car trying to push its way back up to familiar territory. I'll tell you what, it's pushing quite a few of the guys that were quite quick earlier on further down the grid. But Jamie Hillman, as it stands, with just coming up to 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining on to provisional pole position, then wants to get his first pole position of the season. Neil Smale though 144.549 as Oscar goes off there. You can just see exactly what happens if you go offline. It's not the easiest. So Neil Smale 10th at the moment then, so he's going to have to try and push on. Nate Fletch actually currently in a 9th then, so the super softs are thereabouts. I think, you know, it's going to be a bit of a challenge. It's trying to, the temperature at the moment in the air is a bit cooler than probably what's expected, but we'll see what happens then. We've got Finley going and abandoning his lap, so he's got 3 minutes to go. I don't think he's going to be able to get another lap in. But we'll see exactly what's going to happen within these guys. But Jamie is thereabouts, but it's going to be seeing what exactly is going to happen. But it is going to be very close to see exactly what happens. Nick goes a 141.9, I believe that was. He's down in 7th at the moment though, with Chris just ahead of him with a 141.287. The Rooster, I've not really talked about him much. 142.4. That's not near Fletch though. Provisional pole position. 2 minutes, just near enough 2 minutes to go in this race with a 139.9. That is an absolute stellar lap time. Let's see exactly what's going to happen. But that is going to be what's going to happen. But you know, it's going to be thereabouts. But Nate Fletch trying to push on with the likes of Jamie in 2nd at the moment. This could be very close to see exactly what's going to happen. I think there's going to be a fight between the Red Bull car and the Pertec with 1 minute and 40 seconds to go. Dean Atkinson, you can just see them coming up the rise now, just with the Rooster alongside, but he's got past the Rooster, so a minute and a half to go. This is exactly how things are going to pan out. I think the likes of Oscar's now 4th, so he's got another lap time in just about. So Ishmael 5th with Finley on an out lap. I don't think he's going to be able to get round. He may just get round for another lap after this, but depending on traffic, depending on certain bits and pieces, with Chris thereabouts in, of course, 7th, Nick in 8th, then with the Rooster in 9th, Brian Moncani just as a guest driver for tonight in 10th fastest with Neil Smell 11th then. So Neil, that was currently 4th. He was in 4th place to start with. But Nate Fletch is thereabouts. Still beats his time by 0.90 of a second. So that's quite interesting to see what he's going to do. He's on 138. Is it 138? No, it's 139.8. I do apologise for that. But if you're enjoying the stream, guys, please do like and subscribe to the Eldar Sim Racing. And if you want to join the racing, please do head over to the Facebook page and send a request and tell him that Hoppers sent you, the likeable Hoppers commentary sent you, because we'd love to have you part of the league. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen. So Nate Fletch currently in 1st place then, provisional pole position, as the clock winds down to 0 then. So anyone that time a lap time now will have to complete the lap. Looks like Dean Atkinson's the one that's just sat in pit lane at the moment. Jamie Hillman in, of course, 2nd at the moment. It seems to be thereabouts. So we'll try and push on for quite some interesting times with the likes of a lot of interesting facts to see what's going to happen. Excuse me. I think Jamie and Nate are going to be battling for the race lead this evening. There's quite a lot of cars going through the back end of the lap now, so we'll see what Chris is going to do. Is he going to be thereabouts? He stays 7th then. It's quite interesting to see what's going to happen. There's quite a few cars thereabouts. We'll see. Jamie goes 2nd. Finley goes up to 6th then with a 141.062. So that's quite interesting to see exactly what's going to happen. So Nate Fletch still stays pole position, and Ishmael up into 3rd then, so he knocks Dean Atkinson down to 4th because Dean sat in pit lane. I think Brian Moncani also sat in pit lane just to avoid a few mishaps there, just to be pushing on. But Neil Smale coming through the final turn then. Excuse me. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna be able to improve his lap time? Let's hope he does. But he will be at the tail of the field for race number 1. But I think he's slightly adapting to the VW Scirocco. It still stays, of course, 11th fastest then. So it's Nate Fletch that takes pole position for race number 1 then. The first of 8 lap races. We'll see exactly how well it goes. But you know, it's going to be very interesting because Jamie's in second, so Jamie's the best starter out of the championship protagonists at the moment, but he's got Dean Atkinson on the next row behind him. So with Panos not being here tonight, they both need to get a decent score. I know Panos is on 194 points, but you know, it's a bit too far ahead, but they need to get a good point score, both Dean Atkinson and of course Jamie, to try and propel themselves further and further to extend or decrease that gap to Panos, should I say. But yeah, it's going to be very close to see exactly what's going to happen, but it's going to be very interesting indeed for the first of 8 laps to go tonight. It is going to be thereabouts. Personally, I am looking forward to seeing what the 8 laps are going to bring tonight. So it's going to be very interesting to see what tyres people are going to be on for this, obviously for race 2 and 3. But as I just bashed the microphone, I do apologise for that. But I think the majority of the field are on super softs for this race. It is going to be a very close indeed, because if you look at this, you've got Dean Atkinson right behind Jamie Hillman on the grid, so it's going to be very careful. So you've got Nate Fletcher, Jamie, Ishmael, Dean Atkinson, Oscar, Finley, Chris, and of course Nick Sargent in 8th place. But it is going to be very careful. Can't see the starting lights because they are on the bridge and the bridge is too high for us, but let's see who's going to get a decent start then. The revs are building, as are mine. Let's see who gets a decent start. There's quite a bit of wheel spin from, of course, Nate Fletch, with Jamie trying to push on with likes of Ishmael. They're trying to go almost 3 wide into turn number 1. This could be very carefully between the lights. Oh, Jamie runs a bit wide there, but he's gathered it together. You've got the likes of Dean Atkinson, Finley's up to 5th then, with Oscar 6th at the moment. Nick's thereabouts. Nick's hopping and jumping them curbs, a lead fall if you're not careful, with the likes of who's got that penalty straight away. Oh, Jamie's picked up a 1 second penalty already. That is going to hamper him. But like I say, this is exactly how things are going to go, because you know, trying to push on with the likes of Oscar 6th at the moment, Nick and Chris Rigby side by side. Let's go down the hill then into this tight and twisty chicane. This is where it could get very carefully, and you've got to be very careful with that. So Nick gets into 7th with Neil Smell in 8th, Andrew Osler in 10th place then with Brian Moncani in 11th. I do apologise, I thought it was Neil Smell, but it's not. But Neil Smell is there. The Rooster trying to pick up Brian Moncani, but he goes down to 11th as Nate Fletch equals that, ekes that advantage with the likes of Ishmael 2nd, Dean Atkinson with the trainer cars behind him. He's got Finley, Oscar, and of course Jamie now there in 6th place, squirming that Pertec liveried Scirocco there. So Chris Rigby also trying to catch up. Nick's trying to get the move done onto Jamie Hillman as we go on to lap number 2. This could be a feisty battle tonight. It has been so far this season. 4 rounds down, but we're on to the second half of the season here at round number 5 at Kyoto. Is Jamie going to get the move, or is Nick going to try and outbrake him? This could be very careful. Let's see what's happening. Neil Smell goes off at turn 1, sparks his way on the arm code there. That is a bit unfortunate for Neil. Well, you know, Nate Fletch bringing back to 1st place at the moment with the likes of Ishmael, followed by Dean Atkinson. Excuse me, with Finley thereabouts, but Jamie and Nick, they're still battling. Chris Rigby could be one of their party guests that are uninvited, but you know, he is thereabouts. But Jamie's lost out to Nick for 6th place. Nick might get in 6th places at the moment. You know, it seems to be he might as well change his race number to number 6, because he likes getting 6th places. But Jamie's holding on. They both clip the grass just about, with Chris trying to catch them up. Let's see what's going to happen. But so far, Nate Fletch leads the race bin, but Nick's on the charge for 5th place at the moment from Oscar. Is he going to get it? Oh, he's got it done. He's got it done there, because Nick's got past Oscar. I think Oscar's a bit delayed trying to get back the overcut, as Jamie tries to do the same with, of course, Chris Rigby. We'll try and see what's happening. It's the battle for 3rd as well. Very difficult to catch what's going on, because there's quite a lot of battles, but Finley's got up into 3rd, then Nick's still there in, of course, 5th place. This roller coaster of a circuit is so far providing some great entertainment so far tonight, with the likes of Oscar 6th, Chris in 6th, 7th rather, Jamie 8th, so Jamie's dropped down a bit. Let's see what's happening for that third place with between Dean Atkinson and of course Finley Osler. At the moment this could be a very interesting dogfight as we go down towards the braking zone for turn number 1. Quite a long hairpin left, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be thereabouts, but you can just see Nick's under pressure as the Queen song goes from Oscar at the moment, but Oscar's dropped back quite a bit. But Nick's going to be pushing on. He's trying to push up. He's further up. He's trying to get the them super softs up to temperature. But you can just see Oscar. He's on the medium, so this could be a very good run for the medium tyre at the moment, with the likes of Chris Rigby, Jamie, Brian Mulcahy, and not going to be scoring points, but he's not for the moment. The Rooster in 10th place then, followed by Neil Smell at the tail of the field, with Nate Fletch still leading the race then, hopefully doing a lights to flag victory. Don't want to put commentator's curse on him just as yet, because we do not want that. But at the moment Ishmael in second and Dean Atkinson alongside Finley. This could be a very interesting battle for third. Is Dean going to get alongside? Quite a bit of paint traded there between the pair of them. Let's see what's going to happen. But Dean gets into third, then Nick's still there in fifth at the moment. Is he? He's still there in fifth. Still there in fifth at the moment, with the likes of Nick's still trying to get away from Oscar. Sorry, I couldn't get my words out then, but Nick's holding on for dear life. It's going to be very close, because Oscar's going to get the attack. Is he going to get back into fifth place? He does with precision, but Nick's still alongside. This is exactly what the circuit is like. If you run, even if you run outside, you still got chance to battle that position, because that's the nature of this circuit. But Nick still retakes fifth place onto lap number 4 then, so 5 laps to go, could be thereabouts. But Oscar's literally fighting tooth and nail, could not get a toothpick between the pair of them. It could be thereabouts, but Oscar's run a bit wide. Did he have that momentum lost? Because that's allowed Chris to get up into 6th then. It's going to be very interesting, because Jamie Hillman's getting there, bounced by Mulcahy 9th, Andrew Osler 10th, with the likes of Neil Smell 11th, but Dean Atkinson, is he still there? But the battle for the race lead is coming down, because Ishmael Nemri, let's have a look, 0.8 of a second between himself and Nate Fletcher at the moment. This could be very close, with the likes of Dean Atkinson 3rd, Finley Osler in 4th at the moment. So, you know, Ishmael's got a 1 second penalty there. Nick's still there in 5th place at the moment. Fair play. He's obviously trying to push on. He's liking his racing at the moment, even though he got relegated from GT Supercars last season. But, you know, to be here, you know, I think the VW Scirocco is an interesting car for him. He's pushing on quite a way from the likes of Chris Rigby there. But there's a battle for 2nd place then. 3 cars are battling for 2nd place. It's Dean Atkinson versus Ishmael versus Finley. What's going to happen? This is exactly allowing Nate Fletch to break away from the in the race lead at the moment, with Dean trying to push away from Ishmael. The almost nose to tail. You can just see exactly what's happening. Ishmael's trying to get 2nd place back from Dean Atkinson. Is he going to try and take that outside line into turn number 1? Because Dean Atkinson is just thereabouts, with around 4 laps to go in this race. It could be very close to see exactly what's going to happen, it seems to me. But there's been a change for 5th place, because Chris Rigby's dropped Nick down to 6th. Nick's also almost down to 7th, because Jamie Hillman's there as well. So this could be very interesting between 4th, 5th, and 6th, 5th, 6th, 7th, sorry. getting way ahead of myself. But I think, you know, the likes of Chris, Nick, and of course Jamie at the moment are there. Brian Mulcahy's up to 9th, Oscar up to 8th rather. He's not going to be scoring points though. But with Chris Rigby and Nick thereabouts, Jamie's dropped down to 7th. But the battle still for 2nd. It's still between Dean Atkinson and of course Ishmael. Ishmael's trying to literally push on. But let's see what's going to happen. I'll tell you what, Ishmael's going to try and get Dean Atkinson. We will try and go back, but Nick's back up to 5th. This is absolute stellar stuff. This is crazy racing, so I'll tell you this. should be racing here every week because it's an absolute epic circuit as my controller throws an absolute wobbler there. But we'll see exactly what's going to happen. I think, you know, Nick's still holding on for 5th with Chris Rigby and Jamie the battle, the two British Touring Car inspired liveries. They're going to be battling for 6th and 7th. Nick has that breakaway now, so he can afford to have that breakaway. But the battle for 2nd is between Dean Atkinson, Ishmael, and of course Finley. This could be a very close battle. We'll try and go back for 6th and 7th in a moment, but I'll tell you what this is allowing Nate Fletcher to get that gap, a comfortable gap for the race lead at the moment. But I'll tell you this, the battle for 6th and 7th is still changing. You can just see on the graphic that Jamie's up into 6th, Chris Rigby 7th. This is absolutely top class racing. I feel like my voice is going to go soon, I really do. But you know, Dean Atkinson is there into 2nd with Ishmael 3rd. Finley in 4th at the moment. This could be very close because it's getting towards that tight and twisty chicane here. It's not the easiest to have overtaking here because it can get very wrong. We'll try and see what's going to happen between these 3 drivers. It's almost like, you know, Finley's just waiting for them to, excuse me, make a mistake. He's getting alongside Ishmael. Ishmael closes the door. This is going to be very careful. Let's see what's going to happen. I think Nick's safely in 5th place at the moment, but you know, Ishmael's trying to get, yeah, Ishmael's back into 3rd then. Finley tried to do it. Nick's still in 5th then. Jamie in, of course, 6th at the moment. Chris Rigby 7th. The Rooster now 9th with Brian Mulcahy in. The Rooster 8th. Brian Mulcahy 9th. Won't be scoring points for 9th, unfortunately. With Oscar 10th, Neil Smell in 11th. He will start pole position for race number 2 because it is a reverse grid. But on to the penultimate lap then, Nate Fletcher trying to break away from the likes of Dean Atkinson, Ishmael, and of course Finley at the moment. This could be an absolute epic battle to round out the first race of the evening. Nick's still there in 5th place at the moment, doing a stellar job. He's run a bit wide though. This could be very careful, but Jamie's there in 6th place, followed by Chris Rigby in 7th. The likes of the Rooster 8 at the moment with Oscar and Brian Mulcahy. This could be very interesting. This is absolutely close to going into that chicane. It's very tight and very twisty, but you know, Brian Mulcahy's trying to get there. Where is he? It's very hard to see where he is on that map, but you know he's there. But I'll tell you what, fair play between a lot of them tonight. This is actually, it's not been really major issues, but Nick's still in 5th then. Dean Atkinson and Ishmael. This is exactly how the racing should be. You know, it's been a stellar season so far. Ishmael trying to get up to Dean Atkinson and try and catch up to that Foster's wagon, but near Fletch, I'm just going to give him a bit of airtime for a moment or two, coming through the latter half of the lap then to start the final lap. But I'll tell you what, the battle, 2nd, 3rd and 4th, the last 2 spots on the podium, it could be anyone. At this rate, Finley's pushing on. He wants the podium. You can smell that he wants it. This is going to get close as you like, ladies and gents. If you are watching the stream, please let us know what you think. Ishmael flashes the lights saying, come on Dean, get out my way. I want 2nd place. You don't need it. But as much as I know Dean will want 2nd place, but you know, Ishmael's going to be there. Nick's got a comfortable 5th place by the looks of it. Jamie's not too far behind though. But I'll tell you what, this is getting tooth and nail. You couldn't pick a barn door with a banjo, is what I was trying to say there. But you know, it's going to be absolutely epic. You know, looking at the battle, oh, is Dean run a bit wide, kicking up the dirt there. This is absolutely close to going into that tight and twisty chicane in a moment or two. Here we go, down the roller coaster we go, then into the roller coaster chicane. Oh my goodness, the cars are getting closer because Ishmael's flashing his lights. Well, he was on the start finish line, but don't know about anymore. I think he's tried to put Dean off. Dean's trying to go one way and go another, but you can just see exactly what's going to happen. Ishmael runs a bit wide. Is that going to allow Finley to crack on and get alongside him? I think it is, you know. I think it's going to be thereabouts, but it could be absolutely crazy for the last half of the lap, but we'll see exactly what's going to happen. We've got, of course, Nathan Fletch pushing on now for that first win of the evening. Absolute stellar job. He's on the softs as well. That's a very good race win for Nathan Fletch then to get into the race. He's obviously got the fastest lap as well. Ishmael Nemri, oh my goodness, 3K, oh my god. Dean Atkinson gets second from Ishmael, followed by Finley. They were 3 wide across the line. That was mental. And it finishes 5th, Jamie 6th, Chris in 7th, Oscar in, of course, 8th, Brian Moncani 9th, but Brian won't be scoring points if you remember rightly. I think he's literally backed off to let the likes of the Rooster and Neil Smale finish 10th, 9th and 10th, but I think he should have still cracked on, but you know, fair play to him though. But Nate Fletch then, pole position as well, so a lights to flag victory. This is absolutely crazy. I tell you what, we will get the race results. I'll tell you what, tonight, so far though, oh my goodness. What are they trying to do? Are they trying to ruin my voice already? But we'll go through the race results then. Nate Fletch takes a lights to flag victory as well as the fastest lap, so he gets the trifecta. He will get a whopping 23 points for that. Dean Atkinson comes home in second. Ishmael Nemri in third. That battle for second, third and fourth. Whoa. You know, this is absolutely insane. Finley 4th, Nick 5th. Nick gets 5th. I think he's going to be quite happy with that. Jamie in 6th, then followed by Chris in 7th, Oscar in 9th, followed by the Rooster in Oscar 8th rather. The Rooster in 9th, Neil Smell 10th, Brian Mulcarney. Fair play. I think he decided, well, I'm not battling for points, so I'll let you guys go and get the points. Nate Fletch though on lap number 4 with a 140.622. Oh my goodness. Race 2 is going to be an absolute epic one. It's going to be at 8:20, but I tell you what, it's getting brighter now. The temperature is going to be getting scorching, but this has been unreal so far. I tell you this, I can't wait to see what's going to happen for race number 2. But yes, it is going to be. I think the Roosters, he says he's having trouble with the track, he's having trouble with the car, he's having trouble with the tyres. Do we want to change the track? I don't know, I think he's a bit frustrated, but I tell you what, race 1 was absolute well and truly crazy stuff, I tell you that now. I tell you what, I am really impressed. But I think we do seriously have a bit of according to Nick, oddly the soft tyres seem to be the best ones to be on. It's quite a weird one at the moment, isn't it, to be fair? But it's going to be very close. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen in race 2. I need a drink because I feel like my voice is going to literally just seriously disappear into thin air. It might disappear into them trees far away. But I tell you what, it's absolutely amazing to see how well tonight goes. I'll be honest with you guys, right? And this is how I feel every night about commentary, whether it's the Scirocco's or any other league I've done commentary on with Eldar Sim. You know, I really look forward to race nights. It's something about race nights that settles me down for the weekend, and I feel like, you know, to get into the zone, I have to get into the zone for commentary because it's a lot to do, it's a lot of guts, you know, but you know, just to put that out there, if, you know, we did have other leagues, then yeah, we'd be having, you know, we'd need commentary. So I'm not saying to go for commentary, but if you'd like to become a commentator and you are watching the stream and you feel like giving it a go, and you feel like if we do need commentators, a backup commentator for instance, then feel free to go ahead to Eldar Racing, say I've say the legend Hopper's sent you, and you know, we'll get in touch. And if you say, well, I'd like to have a go at commentary, you don't have to be the best. All we ask is that you try your best. And yes, Nick, if you're watching the stream, mate, I am trying to promote us to get more commentary. But you know, I really enjoy it. I used to race, but it is a lot more. It's a lot more fun watching the racing. I'm not saying I'm a rubbish racer, don't get me wrong, but I personally feel more at home watching the racing than I am racing. Is basically what I'm trying to say. But you know, it's going to be very close. We are not far away from race number 2 starting. And yeah, like Nick says, you know, we will help at Eldar Racing. We will help you get better at commentary if you struggle. I personally used to struggle with commentary. I used to be a bag of nerves, but now I get into the zone and I think, you know, especially when you get excited, especially for me personally, just to put that out here before race 2 rather. See, nearly talked to myself saying we'll race 1 again, but before race 2 starts. But for me, when I know certain circuits with track names, or you name it, or a bit of knowledge about the track, it helps. But we can help you with that as well. And if you don't want to do commentary, we always look out for races as well. So, you know, please do go onto Facebook, find Eldar Racing, and send a request. We'll accept you. And yeah, just all I say is enjoy your time with Eldar if you do join. It is one of the best leagues out there. I'm gonna obviously be biased now. It's a nice place to be. It is relaxing. It is one of probably close as you like racing. You know, if you look back throughout the seasons we've done, whatever cars, the action's been crazy. Especially some of the ones I've been commentating on as well, and you know, I'm sure we'll see. I think they like to wind each other up. I think the Rooster was having some cider, but I think he was also nipping to the bathroom. I think Neil Smale's just having a bit of a laugh in there. Sorry guys, I'll concentrate now. But I can't help having a bit of banter, but having a bit of banter for a bit of a laugh. But Brian Moncani then will start first place then. Neil Smale will be second. Neil will probably think, why aren't I on pole position? Because Brian Moncani is not getting points, but that is the way it goes. Well, the reverse grid is whoever finishes last starts on pole position. But yes, it would normally be one of the guys. I'm not picking Neil Smale because he's a well-established racer. But let's see if he can do. Brian Moncani though bogs down at the start. But is that going to allow Neil Smale to get there? It probably most likely will. But the Rooster is thereabouts. But you can just see the swarm of angry bees, as we're going to say. But looks like Oscar Jamie's already trying to fly up to 4th. So it's going to be like a swarm of bees. Oh my goodness. That's a bit. I think Oscar tried to get back on track as Dean Atkinson and Ishmael Memory come together. That was a bit unfortunate there. It's quite a lot of cars don't go into that corner there. So I think Ishmael's going to try and push on, but Jamie's down to, of course, 9th at the moment. Nate Fletch, race 1 winner in, of course, 8th at the moment. Nick in 7th then on the mediums. So let's see what he can do. Finley thereabouts. 6th place at the moment. Chris in 5th then, followed by Oscar. Neil Smale 5th at the moment with likes of the Rooster and, of course, Brian Moncani battling for 1st, 2nd and 3rd. But Brian Moncani, being a proper gentleman as a guest racer tonight, I don't think he really needs to be be that courteous, but I think he's deciding, you know, I'm a guest driver tonight, so I'm going to really let you guys crack on, which is okay, fair enough, but he's got the swarm of angry bees behind him now. He's going to be very careful because he's obviously trying to push on with the likes of Chris Rigby, Oscar as well. Oh, this could be getting tense, but I'll tell you what, Nate Fletch is there. With Finley in, of course, 5th now. Taps Brian Montgomery off track. Nate Fletch goes off, so does Nick. That's kickstart lap number 2 then, so Nick's trying to push on. Where is Nick? I'm just trying to find out where he is. He's actually down in 9th place at the moment. Oh no! He's gone off! He pushed too hard, he's got a bit of damage there now, so that Scirocco's picked up some front right damage there. That's not going to happen, but if he doesn't push, it'll put him onto pole position for race number 3 rather. So Ishmael and Dean Atkinson 9th and 10th, and Brian Montgomery trying to push on, but I think Brian's going to be a true gentleman. I think fair play to him. Nate Fletch in 7th then, with the likes of Neil Smales leading the race then. Oh my goodness, this could be cool for Neil. Come on Neil, keep it together mate. You'll do it if you carry on. That's it. Try and keep going. Don't worry about the pressure. Just look forward mate. Don't worry about the others. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be there. But oh, the Rooster and Chris Rigby, that's right, go side by side. Neil Smell's going to get swapped. I do feel sorry for him because he's a likeable racer. But you know, it's a lot of cars. The cars are getting closer and closer now, with the likes of Chris Rigby up in 2nd and Neil Smell in 1st then. He's trying to push away from Chris Rigby. He's going to be able to do it. Is the Rooster. The Rooster might be able to be a bit of a distraction here between Chris. Oh, Oscar! Oh boy! It's getting close again. Oh, Oscar gets into 3rd then, with Chris Rigby 2nd, but Oscar and Neil. Oh no, it wasn't. It was Oscar and the Rooster going into the wall. Jamie goes up into 3rd. This could be quick. Nate Fletch, excuse me, Nate Fletch into 4th then. Oscar 5th, the Rooster in 6th then. Chris Rigby gets into 1st place then, with the likes of Finley 7th, Dean Atkinson 8th, with the likes of Brian Montgomery 9th. Ishmael, oh Ishmael! Oh my goodness gracious, I thought he was going to crash then. He got literally sideways. So Ishmael in 10th then, so he's not doing very well this time round. Nick still 11th at the moment. But Chris Rigby trying to get away from Neil Smell, but Neil Smell's currently 0.5 of a second. This is absolutely close. You can't pick these two out. This is exactly why I love commentating, because the battles are insane. This is absolutely going to be crazy stuff. Jamie's trying to get away from, of course, Nate Fletch, race 1 winner. Nate Fletch up into top 4 then. This is going to be very careful. I think Chris Rigby's trying to push on. I think he wants a race win, you know. This is absolutely crazy. I am so delighted it's Friday. I'm so, you know, so pumped for tonight as well. With Jamie in 3rd then, followed by Nate Fletch in 4th then. Oscar trying to get him in 5th place at the moment. The Rooster 6th. He's got his son right behind him with Dean Atkinson and Brian Montgomery. Brian Montgomery trying to fight for that 8th spot. Is he going to be able to do it? Is he going to be able to push on? This could be close as you like. Brian Montgomery drops down to 9th then. This is absolutely tooth and nail. What's happening with the race lead then? Looks like Neil's trying to push, literally trying to push the socks off that Scirocco. He's trying to get up to Chris Rigby. He's got Jamie Hillman behind him. He's going to be there. But what tyres is Neil on? He's on the super soft, so that could actually work, because so is Chris Rigby and so is Jamie. So top 3 on super soft. So this could be very close as you like, though. But I think Neil wants to try and push on. I think he wants his first victory of the season. Oh, he runs wide though. Oh no! Oh, he's going to be kicking himself now. He will be livid. Oh dear. So Jamie now into 2nd and Chris Rigby in 1st still, with Oscar now 3rd, with Nate Fletch 4th still. The Rooster in 6th, trying to put Neil under pressure. They both go on the grass. Quite a few cars going on the grass there. Dean Atkinson also goes there. Finley alongside his dad gets the move done. this could be very careful. I tell you what, I feel sorry for Neil losing that second place there. Has he picked up damage? No, he hasn't. He's okay, but I think he's pushed a bit too hard there. But fair play to him. He's not giving in. He's not giving in. I'll tell you that. Sixth place at the moment with the Rooster behind him. The Roosters. It's an Oscar sandwich for Neil though, because he's got Finley and Andrews behind him. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This could end in tears. I don't want it to end in tears though. That's what I don't want. Brian Mulcahy in 8th, then the guest driver Dean Atkinson of course in 9th at the moment, with Ishmael 10th and Nick still 11th at the moment. I think Nick's pushed too hard. I think them mediums are not worked to his advantage yet, but Jamie's still trying to hunt down Chris Ruby to try and get another race win with around 5 laps to 5 laps to go. I do apologise. With the likes of no, it's 4 laps to go, isn't it? Yeah, it's 4 laps to go. With of course Chris Rigby in still first, Oscar in 3rd, then Nate Fletch in of course 4th at the moment, with Neil Smale trying to get there. Oh, there's a lot of swarm of angry hornets this time. Who's opened the B net? The who's opened the net? Who's opened the bees? Who's made them angry? Because there's a swarm of them coming through the roller coaster. Because Finley is 5th, his dad's right behind him. This could be father and son bragging rights this time round, but you can just see as they go over the hill, it's like we're racing at Bathurst, but we're not because of the hill. But Neil Swell, oh, where's he dropped down to? Oh, he's dropped down to 9th. Oh, Neil. Oh, mate, I feel really sorry for you. I really do, because you were doing so well. But Dean Atkinson then alongside the Rooster. The Rooster's trying to pull away, but, you know, you can just see these angry bees are looking very threatening. Really the VW Scirocco's really, but you know, it's going to be fantastic to see exactly what's going to happen. Dean Atkinson trying to get alongside Finley. Ishmael up into then 8th then. Neil Smale in 9th. You can just see him thereabouts, but Brian Mulcahy for company behind him in 10th place at the moment. Poor old Nick on them mediums. I think Nick's just like, I need to seriously work a strategy for race number 3, but I tell you what, the battle for the race lead has come down to around 0.2 of a second between the two BTCC inspired liveries between Chris and of course Jamie Hillman. Jamie wants another victory this season. That could easily propel him further up the table this time round. But I'll tell you what, if you were watching the stream, guys, and you've not liked or subscribed to Elderson Racing, please do, because it will help me out, it will help these guys out, it will also give you guys a bit of leeway. This could be an absolutely established community. I'll tell you this, I am seriously feel like my voice is going to go all the way sky high in a minute. I'm slightly concerned, but Jamie's trying to push up to Chris Rigby. Then this could be thereabouts. Let's see what's going to happen. I think the likes of Chris and Jamie, they're going to battle. They actually battled quite well at the Red Bull Ring. Dean Atkinson is up into 5th then, Finley there, but Ishmael's up into 7th. Neil in, of course, 8th then, with Brian Mulcahy 9th. The Rooster 10th. What's happened to the Rooster from Super Softs? I aren't liking it at the moment, but you know, Nick's still 11th. But we've got the penultimate lap coming up in a moment or two. But I think Jamie's going to try and get the race win. It's always going to be side by side between these two. This is absolutely stellar stuff at the moment between the two BTCC inspired liveries. Let's see what Jamie's going to do. Is he going to try and get the race lead? He tries to get it. He's actually got it. Oh my goodness, he's got it on the penultimate lap. But I'll tell you what, Chris is fighting back. This could be very close. We'll see what's going to happen between these two for the time being. I'll see what's going on further back in a moment or two. But I'll tell you what, Jamie is absolutely trying to break away now from Chris for his second win of the season. And his second win to date as well in Elderson history. This is absolutely why I love this sort of racing on a excuse me, Friday night. I'll tell you what, Oscar 3rd at the moment, Nate Fletch 4th, Dean Atkinson 5th, Finley 6th, Ishmael and Neil. Neil's trying to battle for 7th at the moment. That is a good recovery considering where he went off. You know, he's fair play to him. With the likes of Ishmael and Brian's behind him though, so Neil knows that Brian's not going to be fighting for points tonight, but you know, fair play at the moment with the likes of the Rooster 10th, with of course Nick 11th at the moment, but Jamie still leads the race then. This could be an absolute stellar, another victory for Jamie, because he's also got the fastest lap at the moment, but fair play to Pertec Liveries Scirocco pushing on with the likes of Chris Rigby there in, of course, second in the Team Hard Car versus Oscar. Then you've got Nate Fletch, then you've got Dean Atkinson and Finley. This is going to be absolutely crazy stuff. Can't wait to see exactly what's going to happen, but it is going to be thereabouts, but we shall see, because the likes of Finley and of course Dean Atkinson thereabouts, it's going to be thereabouts, but Ishmael's had a penalty then. Ishmael's had a penalty. That's going to be a bit unfortunate yet again with Nick and the Rooster. Oh, they have a bit of a paintwork swap going across the line. So on to the final lap then. What's happening for the race lead? Has it changed? No, it hasn't. So Jamie is still there in first place then, about to get his career second victory. That could actually propel him further in front to try and chase down Panos for that driver's title this time round, but seems to be thereabouts. It's going to be very careful to see exactly what's going to happen, but Chris is there, Oscar third at the moment, Nate Fletch fourth, with Dean Atkinson in, of course, fifth place at the moment. But I'll tell you what, this could be a very interesting memento tonight. I'll tell you this, that Dean Atkinson is trying to push it on away from Finley at the moment, but I'm going to try and go back to the race lead, because Jamie Hillman is about to go through the final two turns of the race, and he's about to take another race 2 victory. Only last week he got his first win. He's about to get his second one. This is absolutely unreal. What a night of racing for Jamie. He will take a victory. He will be happy with that. Doesn't flash the lights though, with Chris Rigby in second, Oscar third. I'll tell you what, fair play. Nate Fletch fourth, Dean Atkinson and of course Finley fifth and sixth respectively. This is absolutely unreal, with the likes of Brian Moncani in 7th. I think he's now going to finish 7th this time round, with Neil Smell 9th, recovered to 9th as well. Fair play, I think he had a bit of a mistake there, but Nick and the Rooster 10th and 11th. But I'll tell you what has happened to race 2, because I'll tell you what, Jamie Hillman's going to be delighted with another race win, gets the fastest lap as well, and he's gone up 5 places. This is mad, and I'm not joking, it is mad as well. Oh, this is unreal. This is really tense for race number 3, because I'll tell you this now, this is exactly how the racing should be. I'll tell you this now, Jamie Hillman gets another race victory in Eldar Sim history, followed by Chris Rigby in, of course, second. It is an absolute unstoppable night of racing so far, with Oscar third, Nate Fletch fourth, Dean Atkinson fifth, with the likes of Finley 6th, Brian Moncani 7th this time, won't be scoring points for 7th, with Ishmael 8th, with Neil Smell 9th, the Rooster 10th, with Nick in, of course, 11th. Jamie gets the fastest lap on lap number 3, unstoppable fastest lap with a 140.776. And I'll tell you what, the final race of the evening is going to be in a couple of moments time, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to get a drink, because I feel like my voice is going to be broken. I'll tell you this, it is going to be absolutely unstoppable. It is going to be crazy stuff, I'll tell you this now, and it is going to be thereabouts, but you know, you can see exactly what's going to happen. But it could be thereabouts. But I'll tell you this, it is absolutely unreal. I'm gonna have to get a drink because my voice is well and truly going. But if you just join, guys, welcome in. It is going to be so close to see what's going to happen for race number 3, the final race of the evening. The sun is going down, but I tell you this is an absolute top class night of racing so far. But I tell you, this is absolute crazy. I can't wait to see what's going to happen for the final race. But yes, it's going to be thereabouts. But I think we've got, we've got a couple of minutes. But I think it was like a couple of cars don't go on the grass, but I think the way things are going, I'm just gonna see what's gonna happen. But yeah, I'm gonna seriously hope the final race of the evening. I'll tell you what, so far though, it's not been it's gonna be very careful to see what's gonna happen, but it is a rolling start, so I think Nick's going to try and get the jump. I think Nick's going to try and push on for a victory here at Kyoto for this evening. But yeah, I'll tell you what, we're 2 minutes away from the final race of the evening starting. But I'll tell you this, I am literally really delighted how tonight has gone. I am, excuse me. Well, it's been great. It has been quite close. I don't think the incident between Ishmael and Dean Atkinson was purposely done. I think when they touched the grass, I think they literally didn't realise they were going off the track together. But it's going to be very great to see what's going to happen. Jamie's got his second victory of the season, and I tell you what, it is going to be very close to see exactly what's going to happen. I can't wait to see how the final race unfolds. I'm going to quickly have a quick sip of my drink, and then we'll get ready for the final race of the evening. It is going to be an absolute stellar of a race. If you are watching the stream, please do. I'll tell you what, you're going to be in for a treat for the final race of the evening. So let's see how well it's going to go. So Nick will be on pole position, followed by the Rooster. So I'll tell you what, we are a couple of seconds away from race 3, the final race of the evening, about to start. Let's see what's going to happen. I think, tonight has been an absolute almighty of a interesting night, should I say. I'm speechless of how the racing's been, as Ishmael hop skips and jumps the roller coaster. Does not want to be doing that in the race, but we are good to go for the final race of the evening then. So it's Nick versus the Rooster versus Neil versus Ishmael, followed by Brian Mulcahy, Finley, Dean, Nath, Oscar and Chris, and of course Jamie are your field. But looking at how good the crowd are G'd up for this, they are going to be absolutely on the money. It's been worth the money for the spectators. It's been worth it for me to in commentary. I'll tell you what, who is going to take the final race of the evening? And Nick is on the softs. He is left these softs for the final race of the evening. I'll tell you what, he is going to be trying to push away as best as he can. He gets the rolling start, but the Rooster is going to try and hunt him like a swarm of angry bees. I'll tell you this now, Neil Smale up into third already, well, stage third, because he started third on the grid with Ishmael there, with Brian Mulcahy trying to push on, but Brian's going to try and just let everyone go and just think, well, sort yourselves out, guys. But you've got the likes of Finley there, Dean Atkinson hopping, some of the cars are now hopping, skipping and jumping the curbs at the moment, just because trying to get the temperature into the front tyres of the Scirocco's. Jamie tries to make a move already on Chris Rigby for that 10th place there. Is he going to be able to do it? Yes, he is. But Nick straight away braving the elements, getting away from the Rooster. The Rooster's also on soft, so could be very interesting. Neil Smell on soft, so that could work to his advantage as well. Ishmael onto the super softs. Brian Mulcahy on the softs, is he? Yes, he's on the softs with Neil Smell going a bit down. Oh, he's going further down the grid at the moment. He's got Finley and of course Nate Fletcher alongside. And oh, was that also Dean Atkinson? Oh my goodness, I didn't see Dean. I didn't see him pop up. This is absolutely intense. This is going to be thereabouts. Let's see what's going to happen as we go down to the latter half of the lap this time round. But I'll tell you what, Neil Smell's dropped down to 8th at the moment. That is not what he wants. He's going to have to try and push on. I think he's got a bit of issues at the moment. But he's down in 9th then. Oh, he's got a bit wide, has he? He's almost got a bit wide. But Neil is there. Oscar in 8th then, with Jamie alongside and Chris Rigby thereabouts. But what's happening for the race lead? Nick is getting away. Nick is trying to get away. He wants a bit of breathing space from the Rooster and of course Ishmael, because you know he knows they're going to try and battle and push their way to the front. But you know, this could be very interesting for Nick with the likes of Ishmael and of course the Rooster. This is exactly how things are going to pan out. This could be very interesting. Brian Mulcahy leads the next batch of group with the likes of race 1 winner, of course Nate Fletch, Dean Atkinson, Finley and of course Oscar. But there is a battle for 2nd and 3rd. Could be even a battle for the race lead because Nick's there as well. But Ishmael's trying to get up alongside Nick, or trying to get towards Nick, but Nick's trying to extend that advantage with the likes of Ishmael trying to get away from the Rooster. Into the roller coaster we go then. With Brian Mulcahy thereabouts in 4th then. Oh, Dean Atkinson goes onto the grass again. It's not a Honda, it's a VW. I don't know, VW's made lawnmowers. But you know, Nate Fletch is there trying to get alongside Brian Mulcahy, gets that 4th place. Dean Atkinson also tries to get 5th place from Brian. Oscar and Finley, gotta be careful. These two actually had a bit of an issue at the Red Bull Ring last time out. But Brian Mulcahy, he's been too much of a gentleman tonight. He's dropped down to 8th with the likes of Jamie and of course Chris Rigby in of course 10th place at the moment. And poor old Neil, oh, I think he's having a bit of a nightmare this time around. But I'll tell you what, Neil never gives in, he never gives up. But Ishmael is getting closer and closer to Nick. Is Nick going to try and hold on? Nick wants to hold on for dear life. He wants to try and get his first victory. Gets the fastest. Oh, see, the fastest lap keeps changing just like that. You can just see Ishmael and Nick. Nick's thereabouts. He's trying to hold off Ishmael. This could be very interesting. The founder of Elderson versus a young hot charger of course Ishmael Nemri. This is exactly how the Scirocco goes. Oh my goodness, I think Nick clipped that curb too much. You could just see it bouncing on the curbs. Nick's trying to go back into the race lead. He's done it because that's delayed Ishmael's trying to go. What? Oh my goodness, what are they trying to do? They're trying to undercut each other. This is absolutely tooth and nail. This is going to be very interesting. It's like a duck to water at the moment. Ishmael's trying to literally push on with the Rooster. Thereabouts with Nate Fletch. This could be very close between all 4 of them. With the likes of Oscar. Oscar could be joining this battle with the likes of Dean Atkinson. But Ishmael gets alongside Nick. But Nick's got the line. But I'll tell you what, this is getting very close between the top 4. Nick's trying to get back alongside Ishmael. He does, but oh my goodness. Nate Fletch is also there. This is unreal. I might have to take a breather in a minute. But Nick's trying to hold off. He's got the swarm of angry bees right behind him. Who's upset the bees yet again? Who's let them out? Who's let them out of their net? Oh, Nate Fletch goes across the dirt. Oh my goodness. Oh, this could be very close. Nick gets the race lead still. With Nate Fletch and of course Ishmael. Oh! Jeez. Told you there was a swarm of angry bees. That's allowing Nick to get away now because Nate Fletch is there. He's got Oscar for company. He's got the Rooster. These guys, this is exactly how things go in the VW Scirocco's. You know, but Nick's there now. He's trying to push away now. He's got to get his head down. Get your head down, Nick. Push on. Try and get a break free from these guys. literally try and break free, because no Fletch, the leader of the swarm of angry bees, will catch you up. But Oscar is there, Ishmael and the Rooster, with Dean Atkinson thereabouts. We're already on to lap 4 out of 8. This is absolute insane. This is absolute crazy stuff. But I tell you this is going to be thereabouts. I can't believe exactly what's going to happen. I tell you this, it is going to be thereabouts. Let's see what's going to happen. You've got the likes of Dean Atkinson trying to push on with the likes of Dean's trying to get there. The Rooster in 6th, then with the likes of Finley and Jamie. Chris Rigby is there, but it's been changed to first place though. Nick's trying to get away. Oh, Nick's lost first place while I was busy going through the field. This is what I didn't really want to see, but you know, I suppose I'm going to have to see it at some point, because I really wanted Nick to try and get his first win this evening. But fair play, he's got Oscar behind him, so Nate Fletch may take another victory this evening. He will be quite ecstatic with that. But Nick's going to try and push on. Ishmael, oh, he's trying to get a move on Dean Atkinson. This is actually really close. Look at these guys, they're battling. Finley and his dad are holding each other up, so that's allowing Jamie Hillman to get alongside. This could be very close. Oscar gets into, got into 2nd, but then Nick's fight back. Oh! Was that the Rooster and... oh my goodness, I didn't see exactly what happened because the camera had flicked, but it looked like the Rooster and Jamie had come together. That is not going to be at all going to go down well with the stewards, I'll tell you that for next to nothing. If it was an incident now, but I'll tell you what, Dean Atkinson now 3rd, Oscar 4th. No, Oscar's not 4th. He's not... yes, he's 3rd, I do apologise. Dean Atkinson's 4th. Nick's trying to push on, trying to get away. This, oh my goodness, I can't believe this. This is going to be 3 cars, isn't it? This is going to be 3 cars going up over the hill. No, it's not. It's going to be 2. That's okay, because Oscar's dropped down to pretty much 6th place at the moment. The Rooster's gone. The Rooster's gone. He had an issue with his VW. That's a bit unfortunate really, because he was doing so well, but I'll tell you what, I think it's got the better of him. But Nick's trying to push away from, of course, these guys. Now he's going to try and chase after No Fletch, but got a handful of laps to go. No Fletch still leading the race then from Ishmael into... oh, he's got a penalty. He's got a 5-10 penalty. Last thing he wants to have, he's trying to take it. Dean Atkinson nearly went into pit lane. That is not how to take the penalty. But I'll tell you what, Dean Atkinson is there with Finley. Finley's going to try and now be pushing on the Oster charge, because his dad's now pulled out of the race with an electrical issue, I believe. But you know, poor old Scirocco's have been pushed so hard this evening. They've had a bit of paint swapping, they've had a bit of body panels been bent and smashed in, but you know, it's going to be very close with the likes of Finley and of course Dean Atkinson. This is going to get very carefully picked out. Let's see what's going to happen. We can just see Dean Atkinson there, the Foster's machine versus Finley versus Ishmael versus Oscar. I think Ishmael's still got a... well, I thought he had his light, the indicators on, but it's not, it's the sun glaring onto them. But Finley and Ishmael, oh my god, oh my days, that was not fun at all. I think that was a very heart in the mouth moment. That could have been seriously nasty. But I think Finley is there. He's in 9th place at the moment. He's got going again though, with the likes of Neil Smell 10th for the moment. So No Fletch still leading away then with 3 laps to go. Nick's still in 2nd, so he's got a comfortable gap in 2nd. It could be a very close battle, but we'll see exactly what's going to happen, because Nick's trying to push on with No Fletch there, with Dean Atkinson of course in 3rd, Chris Rigby 4th at the moment, Oscar 5th, Jamie 6th now, Brian Moncani 7th. Won't be scoring points for 7th though. So Ishmael is there with... he's letting Finley go though. I think he realised he was at fault with that, but I think it may still go to the stewards because that was pretty nasty. With the likes of Ishmael goes into pit lane. I don't know why he's gone into pit lane now, because we're on to the penultimate lap now, because Nate Fletch will be there. I think Ishmael's going to be retiring the car by the sounds of the pit radio, but it doesn't sound good for the Dutchman / Moroccan. I think he's decided to take a drive-through penalty for that move, but that's not going to hamper him. It's going to hamper him further down the finishing order though, because Nick's still in second with Dean Atkinson third, Oscar now fourth, Chris Frisbee right behind, Jamie in sixth, then Brian Moncani in seventh. Brian goes off though. That's what he doesn't want. Finley in eighth, rather Ishmael ninth, Neil Smale in 10th then. It's a bit of a weird race this has been. I think the way things are, I think because of the amount of battles galore and the tight nature of people trying to do overcuts. But I'll tell you what, speaking of overcuts, Dean Atkinson getting that Foster's Largood's Scirocco trying to catch up to Nick. So Foster's Lager and Umbongo Juice do not mix very well. But these two have raced each other fair and square previously, you know. But it seems that Nick's trying to hold on for dear life. He may get onto the podium this time round, but Dean's going to try and get the overlap this time round. Yes, he gets it. But Nick's going to fight back and say, "No, you have sunshine. I want this second place. You've had plenty of second places. I've not." But you know, it's been a great battle between. It's going to be a great battle between these two. Nate Fletch goes on to the final lap. Then this has absolutely been unreal racing tonight. Oh, Nick's got a 5/10 penalty. No, he's not. I do apologise. He's got a 1.4 second penalty. That is going to put him further down. He's not going to like that. He's going to have to try and quickly get rid of that at the penalty zone. I can't remember whereabouts it is this time round, but he's going to be there. But into the roller coaster we go then. Dean goes a bit wide. Oh, Dean goes a bit wide onto the grass, but Nick's going to fight back. Nick takes his penalty, but is that going to be enough not to get Oscar Stevenson to catch up? I think it's safe to say it's hampered him slightly, but it's not enough for Oscar to try and catch it, I don't think. As he goes a bit wide, clips that wall as well, so that may help Nick to reconsolidate his third place, with the likes of Oscar in fourth, Chris in fifth, then Jamie sixth. So race 2 winner, sixth place of Brian Moncani seventh, Finley eighth, with the likes of Ishmael ninth, with of course Neil Smell 10th, but Neil Fletch takes another second victory of the evening. Dean Atkinson second, Nick in third, so he'll be happy with that, but he was holding on for dear life. Oscar fourth, Chris, Jamie in fifth and sixth respectively, fourth, fifth and sixth. Finley in of course seventh, might not be happy with Ishmael, but we'll soon find out. But then Brian Moncani slowing down to let the likes of Ishmael and of course Neil Smale get 8th and 9th, purely because of not scoring points this evening. So it's fair play, but you know, I think he would have still battled, but fair play. But no, Fletch takes a well-deserved victory in the final race of the evening. I'll tell you what, where has tonight gone? It has been probably a bit argy-bargy this time round in the final race, but I think it's the nature of the Scirocco's, you know. I think from what I've seen tonight, it has been quite interesting indeed, but we'll see exactly what's going to happen in a week's time, where we'll go to Interlagos in Brazil. Might be even closer there, but we'll go through the final race results of the evening then. Nate Fletch takes a well-deserved second victory of the night, followed by Dean Atkinson, Nick in third then, so Nick gets onto the podium this time round, with Oscar fourth, Chris in fifth, followed by Jamie sixth, Ishmael in Ishmael eighth, Finley seventh, Ishmael 8th, Neil Smell 9th, and Brian Moncani 10th. Even though Brian will not get points for 10th place, there will be, obviously, Andrew Osler did not finish. There has been an issue with the Scirocco, but I don't know exactly what happened with the Scirocco, but it seemed there's a bit of an issue. Ishmael Nemri on the final lap though with a 140.1. I'll tell you what, it is going to be very close to see exactly what's going to happen. I can't wait to see what's going to happen into Lagos. I'm going to go because my voice is well and truly going to go. But I tell you this, it is going to be absolutely amazing. Until next week, guys, I've been Hoppers for Eldar Racing. Take care and have a good night and enjoy your weekend. And I will see you this time next week when we are into Lagos for the next instalment of the VW Scirocco's. Take care, guys. Ta-ra.